Hello everyone and welcome back to CraftySis. This is a very requested video and I'm excited to make it. So to begin, we are making a crochet Junimo. I have green yarn and a 5mm hook. You can use a 5.5 if you want it bigger. So right now I made a magic ring and I'm going to work 6 single crochets into that ring. After working the 6 single crochets, I'm going to pull the tail of the yarn tight, making this circle and for the Stardew Valley Junimo. So having this circle, I'm now going to work a repeat of increases around the row. So to begin, I'm working 1 single crochet into the first stitch of the magic ring. Once I have done this, grab your stitch marker or an earring or whatever you have available to stick into the first stitch to keep an eye on it so that you can know which stitch you have already used. So then I'm going to work another single crochet back into that same stitch, and that is your increase. So basically 2 single crochets in 1 stitch. I'm going to work that sequence all the way around till I reach my stitch marker. So I came to the end with all my increases, and now I took the stitch marker out and I'm working a single crochet. Placing the stitch marker back in, your new sequence is going to be a single crochet increase, and we're going to just repeat that all the way around. So working 1 single crochet and another single crochet into the same stitch. Then you'll work 1 single crochet into the next and 2 single crochet back into the next stitch. And work that sequence all the way around till you meet your stitch marker, and I'll meet you back at the end. So I just came to the end, I took it out, the stitch marker, and now I'm working a single crochet, placing it back in, and your new sequence is going to be different. So I just did a single crochet and now I did another single crochet, so that's 2 single crochet, and now I'm working an increase into the next stitch. So your sequence is 2 single crochet and an increase. So 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and an increase. And you'll repeat that all the way around till you reach your stitch marker, and I'll see you back. So I just reached the end, take it out, and now I'm working a single crochet into the next stitch. Placing it back in, I'm going to work another single crochet. And now 1 more single crochet. And now I'm working an increase into the next stitch. Now the repeat is going to be 3 single crochet and an increase. And repeat that until you reach the end. So you reach the end, and now take it out. You're going to work a single crochet and place the stitch marker back into the loop you just made. After that, you're going to work another single crochet in the next stitch. Then work another single crochet and another single crochet. And the sequence will be 4 single crochet and an increase. So after my 4 single crochet I just did, I'm going to do an increase. And I'll meet you back at the end. So I just did that sequence. Now I'm going to do a single crochet into the next stitch, put my stitch marker back in, and now I'm going to work 4 more single crochet and an increase. So this sequence will be 5 single crochet and an increase, and continue that all the way around till you reach the stitch marker. So I do have an option for a smaller Junimo. If you want a smaller Junimo, skip the round we had just done and keep it at 4 single crochets and an increase. And if you'd like it larger, do another round of 6 single crochet and an increase. But for now on, right now we're just working single crochets all the way around. So we're going to do 7 rows of this. If you'd like a small Junimo, then I suggest doing 6 rows. It just depends on your preference, but for now I have just done a 5 single crochet increase, and now I'm working on 7 rounds of single crochet all the way around. And I'm just going to work this sequence until I meet you back at the end, and I'll do this off camera or it'd be a very long video. So I completed my 7 rounds of single crochet. Optional is 6, but I did 7. So now we're going to work a single crochet in the back loop, just 1 round of that. So see my stitch marker, I'm using it, I'm pulling up the back loop of the stitch, and that's what we're going to work into for a single crochet. So work into the back loop of the single crochet all the way around, and I'll meet you back at the end. So I just finished the round of single crochet in the back loop, and now I'm going to work a sequence of 5 single crochet and an invisible decrease. So an invisible decrease is similar to the regular one. I prefer the regular, but in this video I did it invisible. So whichever you prefer, you can do whichever one looks best to you. So after doing 5 single crochet and a decrease, I will meet you back at the end. We're back at the end. You see my 5 single crochet and a decrease. Now we're going to work the sequence of 4 single crochet and a decrease, and that will slowly close the head of it. So just continue 4 single crochet and a decrease, and I'll meet you back at the end. was my 4 single crochet and a decrease, and now the next sequence is a 3 single crochet and a decrease. So work that all the way around and I'll meet you back at the end. So I just worked the 3 single crochet and a decrease. Now I'm working on 2 single crochet and a decrease. So there's my first single crochet, or that was my second because the first was in my stitch marker, and now I'm working on a decrease. And now 2 single crochet and a decrease. Repeat and I'll meet you back at the end. Now it's time to place your eyes. Grab any size of eyes you like. I prefer larger just to give it a cute look. So there's no specific spot I'm placing the eyes, just guess, and you can freehand it, whichever you prefer. So just place them at about a normal distance apart. I don't know if there's really a normal one. So you see I have them together. They're a little close, but it also gives it a little cute vibe. So after that, I'm going to put some safety backs on them, and you can move them around and just adjust them however you'd like, and then place some backs on them. So grabbing my plastic backs, I'm going to grab 2 of them. And now I'm going to place them onto the back. After placing them, I'm grabbing some polyfill, stuffing my Junimo. I'm not stuffing it all the way to the top because I'm not done closing the hole. So just loosely stuff it, and then grab your stitch marker, take it out, do a single crochet, and you'll place it back in. So do a single crochet, then you'll do a decrease, and you'll repeat that pattern all the way around. So a single crochet and a decrease. After the single crochet decrease, you can work a decrease all the way around. So work a decrease, put your stitch marker back in, and work some more decreases till you reach the end of the stitch marker. And before you reach the end, make sure to stuff it a bit more with some polyfill, and then you can close the hole. And I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. So make sure you stuff it really good and firm. If you prefer your squishy soft, then don't do as much, but I prefer mine a little more firm, so I put some extra stuffing in there. So now I will continue the decreases, and here's one more decrease. Then take the stitch marker out and do a slip knot. Doing a slip knot, make sure the yarn is tight, and it will just secure the yarn when I go to fasten it off. Grabbing your scissors, cut the yarn and pull tight. Okay, so now I'm grabbing my tackle box of yarn tools, and I'm going to grab a tapestry needle. Grabbing your tapestry needle, pull all the yarn closed and weave in and out, and then you can close the yarn and cut the yarn when you have secured the hole closed. Cutting the yarn, I am finished with the body of the Junimo. Now this is the other option, is to add some pink blush to the cheeks. It just gives it an amazing ethereal look to it. So I'm cutting a long strand, I'm threading it through my needle, and I'm just going to place it underneath the eyes. I'm going to go in at the side and come in where I want it to be placed and work my way into the yarn and pull it through. So just continue this process and I will meet you back at the end. So now I'm going to work on the little leaf. So right now I made a slip knot. So grab your hook, make a slip knot, tighten it, and I'll chain 1, chain 2, chain 3, and chain 4. And then in the second stitch from the hook, work a single crochet. And then the third stitch, work a single crochet or a half double crochet. And third stitch, work a half double crochet. And you'll just be working these half double crochets. You can do as many as you want. So I'm going to do a couple more into the hole that I have made. And I really just freehanded this on while I was filming, so you can make your own if you'd like. You can do a magic ring and start from there. But what I did was I did 4 single crochets and I did half double crochets down it, and then I continued at the last hole and then went into the second hole and just did half double crochets. So I will fold over and make this little cute leaf. Grabbing the yarn, I cut it, pulled it, and now I'm going to tie the 2 ends together. If you do not tie them together, you can do like what I'm doing is I'm weaving them all the way in and then weave them closer to each other so that you can tie them more easily. After tying them, the next step is to add the arms and legs and then attach this little leaf. So I'll meet you there. So I have my parts here, and here's a baby Junimo. To compare the colors, you can see how it looks. This is how the arms and legs are supposed to look. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I have my white pipe cleaner. You can use black, I just cannot find any. So this is a couple days later, and I have a different background, and it is definitely a few days later because I cannot find the pipe cleaner at all. So I'm using white instead of black. It just really depends on what color. You can use pink or any color you'd like, just any color you think would look good. So I'm inserting the pipe cleaner on the bottom, and this is going to be legs, and I'm going to shape it when I pull it through. I'm going to shape it into legs and cutting it. Preferably use wire cutters because it can dual scissors the wire in it, but I did not have any available, so I decided to use my scissors. So to shape those legs, cut them if needed, and then after that we'll work on the arms, and I'll see you there in a minute. Now I'm working on the arms, so just thread the needle and pull it through. I'm doing it about 3 stitches away from the eyes, so you can make sure those are evened up, and I think it's actually 2 if I count it, but I put it into the 3rd stitch from the eye, so there's 2 stitches in between the eye and the pipe cleaner. You can do 3 if you want, 4 or 5, depends on you. So I'm just cutting those, and then I'm going to shape them and cut them a little more and shape them again. So you can just play around with the arms and legs, and they are very, you can definitely do that. If you do it too short, it's okay. You can just pull on the other side, and so just make it the way you want it and enjoy with this process, and then I'll move on to the head part of it. So here are the legs. You can compare them to this one, and you see how cute they are. And so now I'm cutting a little piece of pipe cleaner, and I'm going to add the leaf to it. So this is kind of difficult. You can hot glue it if you want. It really just depends on what you want. So you can actually hot glue the legs and the arms, whichever you prefer, but I'm not going to hot glue in this time. Instead, I'm going to try to weave it in and close this gap you see there. So I'm going to take my tapestry needle. Sorry, it was off camera badly. But anyways, I'm going to weave it in, and I'm going to weave it into the 2 stitches and just pull them tight, and just do this continually till you reach the end. So after I like reach the end right here, I'm going to go down the middle back to where my tail was, and then I'm going to wrap one of the tails around. So I take the longer one and wrap it, and then I'm going to tie it into a tight knot. And after I tied it and I cut the yarn, I'm going to stick it into the head, and that's the little like leaf of the apple almost. Okay, I'm saying apple because it looks to me like an apple with arms and legs, but I don't know what it is. It's a Junimo, a Stardew Valley Junimo, so that's what it is. And there you have it. That is what you have, a Stardew Valley Junimo. You have successfully completed and crocheted this Stardew Valley Junimo with me. Thank you so much, supporters and subscribers, for watching this. Thank you for requesting me to make a video. I had multiple of you guys wanting me, sending comments and saying how it would take off and how it would go amazing, and thank you for requesting it. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video.